Hello, Journals for Life friends. It is Andrea with Journals for Life, and happy to be with you here on today's Facebook Live. Still working in my Girl Talk kit, and I have a few fun little things that are quick and easy and make a large impact in your notebook. So I thought I would hop on here and play with a few projects and see if you wanted to follow along. So here's my book as it is right now. And today we're going to be using the speech bubble stencil, some papers, the free printables. I linked them up in the Facebook Live group, a black ink stamp pad, a block. I also have the Girl Talk 4x6 stamp and blending brushes and some various inks. So if you wanted to grab some out, if you have the Girl Talk kit, go grab it. If you don't, you can grab some supplies and play along, or you can hit replay later and grab some supplies and come back. Then I also have the sticker sheet from the Girl Talk kit, the rose simple stickers, and I printed out a few of the printable. I have a printable for sale this month. It is this one. So all the fun sayings from the stamp. If you're not a stamper and you like cards or journaling cards, you can just print out the printable that is new in the shop this month, and they look like this. Or if you have the other physical items, you can make the speech bubbles like we're about to do. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Anna. Thank you, Anna. You helped inspire the snarky stamps in a good way. I put it out to the creative team when I was thinking about what kind of stamp to do, and I was going to go safe, and Anna's like, no. Anna said, go snark. So with that support and encouragement, and look, I don't need a whole lot of encouragement to be snarky. So this is a fun set, and I'll be using almost all of them today, but I know that you can't read them, so I'll read them. It says, of course, women don't work as hard as men. We're right the first time. Everyone was thinking it. I just said it. Hormones. Why I can't have nice things. Feed me when I'm hangry. I was hoping for a battle of wits, but it appears you came unarmed. You can't fix crazy. All you can do is document it. I use this one a lot because, you know, crazy family, crazy things that have happened. If I was meant to be controlled, I would have come with a remote. Warning, I'm extra salty today. A girl should be two things, who and what she wants. And apparently some people have not learned how to Google, and I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk. So that's the new Girl Talk 4x6. It's a snarky stamp. It's a lot of fun. I have some quotation marks, and we're going to use this today. So grab some supplies and follow along. I'm going to show you kind of where I'm at in my book, just so you know. I did a video. Oh, let me think about it. No, I did that for the next month's kit. Sorry. I'm usually working in 3 kits at the same time. Next month's kit, I show you how I set up. And I think I've set up a couple times live, but I usually go and do foundation pages. It's just how I think. And then after I do the foundation pages, I go back and make other pages. So for example, I went back and finished the cover page. This was a foundation page. This is a foundation page too, so I'm not finished with that yet. But then I come back, put my photo on, add my embellishments, and move on with life. Same with this one. I put, I think, this frame up and some embellishments. Same with this. And then I come back and add my photos later as I go through the month. So I'm documenting the Warren women. And that includes our dog, Peanut, Princess Peanut. She's outnumbered with 2 male dogs in the house, but she holds her own, and she is hilarious. So I've kind of started, got to journal here about my two of my favorite women. Got a placeholder to journal here, and you can just see, you know, here's a foundation page, here's a foundation page. I just haven't gotten there yet here at the end of the month. Here's one of the printable cards. and just some more foundation pieces, a list. All these cute little tapes is on the Rose Simple Stickers. So I plan on doing a list there, and that's pretty much it. And I put the embellishment kit this month had this fun trim. So I put the trim in my book, and that's where I'm at. So today's project is, yes, she is a little princess, Anna. We call her Princess Peanut. Princess P. That's her name. She is the princess. She's hilarious. And she doesn't take anything from those boys, let me tell you. She loves Vivian. Vivian's her person. You know how dogs have like their person? Vivian is her person. Vivian's been at college for a year and she just came back. So not in that photo. That was when she was much younger. But I have some more photos. Peanut has not left her side. She's like, you abandoned me, woman. I'm coming along this time. So I have the speech bubble stencil. I have 3 different speech bubbles, and also in the pack comes the negative. So I did this in the comic kit last year, since I released it last year, this foundations stencil, and I showed how to use that. So if you go to the comic guide in the Facebook fans page or the comic galleries, you'll see where I use this on my station and put a magnet down, and I inked all the way around it. So when I pulled this up, it was white on the paper. So the negatives come in with the stencil, but I'm not using them today. Today I'm going to just make dashboards, and then I'm also going to cut out some of the free printable labels and stamp those up as well and get them ready for additions to my book, especially since it's all about the Warren women. All of these sayings I think are relevant. And the other thing I'm doing with this is I have what I call this my inappropriate journal. I mean, it's not largely inappropriate. It just has a lot of these sayings and sentiments, memes, and things that I've gathered over the years and things I really want to say in it. And I usually stamp a bunch of stuff, and all of these are going to go in it. I'm looking for it. I don't see it handy close to my desk. I've been bringing it to the last couple crops, so it may be packed in my crop bag. But I'll show it on camera one day. It's very, what's the word? Oh, I can't think of the word I want to use. To be able to just journal and say what I want to say, and it's a personal journal, and that's what I use that stamp in as well. All right, so I'm going to stop talking about all that because you are here for a project. Foundation pages. Yes, Melissa, I have a bunch of foundation items as well for foundation pages. I'm going to work on the website a little bit. I have 2 or 3 kind of lines. I've got 2 coming out at the end of this year, early next year. One is foundations, and it's made for foundation pages. All of the items that you can use over and over and over in your book. Because who wants like 50,000, I don't know, dyes or things. So the foundations line is meant to be used each month over and over and over and over again to set up your book. And then I'll tell you more about my 2 other lines coming out end of this year soon. Not quite ready to do that, but soon. Okay, so I'm going to set the printable over here. I'll do that one last. First, I'm going to use my Make Art station. I have 2 sizes. I've got the 7-inch and then I have the big 12-inch. And they are perfect for holding these stencils down. Let's see if I can get this here without rocking my camera too much. There we go. Oops. Missing a magnet somewhere. Oh, it's on my little one. There we go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do a full page. And I just like plain white cardstock. I'm sure that you could use any type of other cardstock, but I'm just going to use plain white cardstock today. And this stencil is 4x8, so it's meant to fit on a 4x8 page. And that's what this white paper is, 4x8. And then I want to make sure I'm covering all the edges. It's meant to mask so you don't get it on your paper. Let's see if I can get that straight. And I'm going to do all 3. You don't have to do all 3. You can, just do one in the middle, or you can do this one, then you can flip it over and do this one the other way. So it's here. You could put 3 of those on a page or 3 of these, however you want to do it. I'm just going to go for it like it is now and just make the first one like this. So thanks, Anna. I haven't shared all the details with the creative team yet, but I'm going to do that soon, Anna. So you'll see some of the things that are coming out. I'm very excited about it. Good things come sometimes when you think about certain products. I didn't release products this year because of inflation, and I knew that the marketing data said that, you know, people really aren't into investing a lot into crafts and tools this year, so I put all those new products on hold. But it looks like maybe next year, end of this year, next year, I'll be able to launch some of those products. I'm kind of excited about it. Sometimes it's all about timing, you know? All right, so I think I'm going to do shades of pink. I'm not sure which other ones I'm going to do. I'll probably do, I'm thinking maybe the darker picked raspberry in the middle. Something lighter at the top, maybe. Yep, and then maybe, okay, maybe that. And I'm using some of my old blending tools because Distress Oxide, if you're going to use blending brushes, you'll need a set for oxide and a set for your dye inks. I use these for my Catherine Pooler dye inks, so I don't want to mix it with Distress Oxide. It's not very pretty. It's different formulations, so I'm going to use this foam blending tool. That's what I've relegated these antiques to. So that's what I'm going to do now. All right, so picked raspberry. I have a hard time saying that word. From Louisiana, we say raspberry. Raspberry. So just going to blend it out here. This speech bubble is going to form the foundation for the snarky stamp for one of them. So you'll have to help me pick out which 3 would go together. Okay, and that's looking good. So got that pink. So I'm going to go down to Spun Sugar next on the bottom. I have the house to myself. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't even see that. Maybe not. Let's try. Maybe saltwater taffy will be a little darker. I think I'm a little happier with that. That's my favorite color, I think, this year is the saltwater taffy. I probably should re-ink it. Just filling out the speech bubbles. And the cute thing is I put 3, I think it's 3. Yep, 3 different sizes of quotation marks. So you can use them however you want. You can layer them, whatnot. It's a lot of fun. And let's see, we'll do flamingo as the last one. So I am home today by myself, and I resigned my job a week ago. Took a week off just to have a week to breathe, a week to myself. Whew. Worked at a very fast-paced job where they laid a whole bunch of people off, and I was doing 3 people's jobs and exceeded expectations. And what did I get this year? What was my grand prize for doing 3 people's jobs and working 12-hour days? Oh, I got a 2% raise. That's awesome. So anyway, I resigned that position. I got just tired of working crazy hours. I'm too old for that. So I start a new job on Monday. So it's really nice to have the house to myself and be able to just decompress and think and get ready for the next adventure. So, thanks, Melissa. It's really funny, Melissa, my boss said, you didn't even give me a hint or a warning that you were going to leave. Like, do people normally do that? You know, I thought maybe in our, last 10 one-on-ones when I told you I wasn't happy and you put 6 people over me in 2 years. I'm the only constant. 6 different people. Well, it's 5 different people. I told her if she didn't promote me and she put a 6th person over me in 2 years, I was going to quit. Said I'll quit in 2 weeks. And she did it. I'm like, surprised, John. I was not lying. I was telling you the truth. Apparently she didn't believe me. So, her loss. Anyway, I think I'm going to do Sparkling Berry for the quotation marks. I'd like to do like a pink, and maybe this is a little darker pink. So sometimes this is experiment online live for me, so we'll see what works. It's kind of how I am. I just go for it. Right, Anna? We just go for it. I like that. So that's kind of what the quotes are for. You can just leave it up there, which I have. If you notice, like on the cards, you can hardly see it. But there's like a light quotation mark, and I didn't put one on the bottom. Am I gonna put one on the bottom? Maybe I'll put one on the bottom of this one. I like that. Maybe we'll switch. That's right, Anna. Jump in. Tell Mary she can't watch this video. She'll probably tell me that that's grammatically incorrect. To do quotation marks that way. It's the creative process, Mary. It's the creative process. She's going to laugh at me when she hits replay on this. All right, so now, so this is one way, to make this cute card. Just pick 3 colors. And then, like I said, if you wanted to, you have this one, if you wanted to turn it around this way, and it's okay if they overlap, just make sure that this middle one is a lighter color. So this one is a darker color over it. So like this would be a good color to put here if you were going to overlap it, because it's light. Then you could, this little thing here can overlap and you can see it. So you always want to kind of go light to dark if you're going to layer it. And then you can flip that around and then flip it back this way, or you could do the same with this one, and then flip it over this way. Or I like this one. Sometimes I use it if I'm having a conversation with someone and I thought it was hilarious. And I've got 1 in college and 2 in high school. So we have some very interesting conversations. I use this one because you see how flat that is. You get more on a page. So I kind of do it like this. So that's like me, then their response. You know what? I think I'll do that next. Why don't we do that next? And I can just demonstrate that for you. All right. I don't know why I just did that, because I'm trying to stamp. That's what I'm trying to do. All right. So let's see. I think I'm going to do a girl should be 2 things, who and what she wants. Oops. And I think I'm going to do strong women don't have attitudes. They have standards and boundaries. I like that one. And then, what's another one? I think that would be generally, I think I'll do, of course, women don't work as hard as men. We get it right the first time. I like that one. It's nice and long. It'll fit in that spot right there. All right. Yes. Okay. All of these products are in the Facebook Live group on the front page. It's the very front thing on my journalsforlife.shop page. So if you want to purchase any of these, they will be not 10% today. I put it 20% off. So any of these supplies that I'm using today, you can grab for 20% off. That includes the speech bubble, the stamp. So if you didn't pick up the stamp during early ordering or bundling, you can go grab it now. Oops, I was worried that that was going to happen. Let me use my foam, so we'll just count that one as a loss. And let me put it on my foam. All right. I'm just going to cut that one off at the bottom. And that's fine. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I get distracted sometimes. I usually test stamp it. Let's do that. Let me be a good example of test stamping before committing, because that's the biggest thing. And it looks like it's my ink pad, so I'm going to stand up really quick and get my tried and true one. It's just not as pretty as this one. It's very ratty. I've had it 100,000 years. Look how ratty it is. But I know I keep this one inked. This is my tried and true. What's the one I reach for all the time? This is my like studio desk. You know, this is like, this looks pretty. My ugly desk is over there. So the real stamp pad's over there at my ugly desk. All right. Yeah. See how this one's inked. So let's do that with the ink. And I think I'm going to get it about right there. Perfect. That looks nice. Oops. Now I'm throwing it. All right. So anyway, does anybody else have the house to themselves? What is going on today? Did kids go back to school? Mine have. Vivian leaves for college next week. Her poor little car is already packed up with, she's going to be in an apartment or townhouse on campus. So, of course, Mom loaded her up with paper towels and toilet paper and, you know, all of the things that I remember needing and not wanting to spend money on. So she is packed to the gills. And I'm really proud of her. She drives the whole way there. I think Dad is going to take a road trip with her this time and help her move into the dorm. Since I'm starting a new role, I can't make it, which is sad, but sometimes such is life. I live vicariously through their photos. So instead of doing a dashboard, I've made cards instead because of my little oopsie. So even if something doesn't maybe turn out perfectly as planned, you can still use it. So there you are. That's two great ways to use the stencil and stamp. And this one too, since I stamped on this little spare piece, so I'm going to make it into a little card, and I'm going to take the large quotation marks, these ridiculously large ones. But these are made for layering. I just thought it would be fun. I think I did that in my book. I think I did some layering. It's not layered yet, but I stamped it for layering. So you can see it up here. So you could put like a sticker, you know, if you wanted to just put a one-word sticker, just wanted to bring some attention to it, you could put the giant quotation marks. They're definitely for layering. So I thought maybe I could stamp this in a very light color right there. Let's see. What was the light color? Was it this one? I think that was super ultra light. Let's test it out. Yes. So let's see if that works out okay. Yeah. So there you go. Maybe I'll put some down here too. Perfect. I'm just going to set that aside, and so when I need it, I will have it. Alright, so let's go back to the stencil. And I think I'm going to use Catherine Pooler inks next, a little bit darker. Ooh, Melissa, twin boys, high school. Woo-wee! How fun. Were they nervous? I've got a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old. They both got their permits August 8th, same day. And that's a scary thought. Just saying. So both of them are in, let's see, Lillian's in her 3rd year of high school. Alex is in his 2nd year of high school. So how did they like it, Melissa? Did they come home exhausted? Did they find their classes? I hope so. I didn't attend high school. I was homeschooled during that period. So I didn't get that whole experience. So I had to find things out, you know, stuff like homecoming, you know, I didn't have very many friends, so I learned all of these things and dresses and proms and whatever through Vivian, my first child. All the things we had to buy, places we needed to go and all that stuff. I'm going to use this paper to dry it. I don't think I have a towel. Oh, I do. There it is. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure that ink doesn't transfer onto my white piece of paper here, because I do that all the time. So they were nervous, but they liked it a lot. All right, so tell me, Melissa, they were asleep by 10. So then you highly recommend high school then. Highly recommended. 5-star review by Melissa. Send them more often. Go to bed tired. Okay, so you'll have to tell me, Melissa, my son, well, and his dad. So Alex is from China. He was adopted at 3. And so he's like this big in the waist and taller than me. And I'm 5'6". So he's like probably 5'7", maybe 5'8", and his waist is this big. So anyway, I normally go and buy him clothes. It's really difficult to do, and that's always been me. My husband decided that they were going to do it. Okay, no problem. No big deal, right? So they procrastinated and didn't go. And then my son's not one who likes trendy things. Do your kids like trendy things? He does not. He wears those Academy like sport tech shirts and khaki shorts like every day. He goes to school, he does his homework, he does not care about fashion and all these other things. Anyway, so he and his dad didn't get it done. So they decided, and I don't know if I should say they, it was kind of both of them, but my husband decided that he was just going to order all of Alex's clothes online. And when he told me that, I didn't say a word. I was like, okay, are you sure that's gonna work? He's like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. Oh yeah, okay. All right. He's returned the clothes like 3 times. They've gotten measuring tapes out, and they've measured waist and all this other stuff, and they keep trying to predict what's gonna fit. I've got so many debits and returns, I've lost track. And I'm just like, Not a good idea. You need to go in person, and it's not easy, and it's not fun to do. And then poor Lillian has the opposite problem. She's like 4 foot, don't know, and tiny. So, and in her junior year of high school, right? So, very trendy. Likes all the newest things and latest and greatest, and then again, nothing fits. So it takes us a long time to shop. So my husband greatly underestimated that, but I'm still entertained. The good thing is Alex doesn't care that he doesn't have new clothes, so he's like, whatever, you know. So how are your boys, Melissa? Yeah, buying online is crazy hard, right? Especially with oddball sizes like we have, you know, with it's just not particular, even when they were little. So Alex was 3 and Lillian was 4.5. I have never been able to find anything online that fits them. Lillian's on an Asian growth chart, and Alex is on a Caucasian European growth chart because he grew so quick and so fast. So he's on a different size chart, according to the doctor, but still really difficult to find clothes for a teeny tiny waist child. So, Wish, is that a website? Oh, my boys aren't really trendy. I kind of wish they were. I want to go shopping, right? So Vivian, my daughter, she likes vintage clothes and she likes Goodwilling and looking for interesting things and this and that. And she said that she was going to take Alex shopping and she wanted to make him a little trendy. And he was not having that. And I really wish that would have been great. I would have really loved for him to go and do that with her. It would have taken a load off my mind. So I just hope this doesn't become my job in the next month or two when all these returned packages get returned and he still doesn't have any clothes. So I have a picture of him last May when Vivian graduated high school. And he is shorter than me and Vivian. And Vivian's about an inch shorter than I am. She's like 5.5, and I'm 5'6". So anyway, he was shorter than me in this picture by a couple inches. And then this year, he's like a couple inches taller than me. So he grew like quickly, very, very quickly. It was crazy. He grew several size shoes. He's eaten me out of house and home. So I just don't know if that's going to happen again this year. We still growth spurting or what, I don't know. So I'm just hoping that shopping doesn't become my job. I'm gonna have to reassign it back out again. Like, nope. Okay, try again, bud. This time in person. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, thrifting is awesome, Melissa. What's funny is I was the same way. I just loved weird things and trendy things. Not that thrifting is weird, or the clothes weird, but I just would go look for the weird things when I was a teenager. I just kind of wanted to stand out a little bit because I was quiet and whatever, but through my clothing choices and stuff like that, I would always kind of be a little artsy. And so Vivian's similar. She goes and looks for vintage clothing, 60s and 70s shirts, and she came home with like a motorcycle t-shirt and a random jacket. It's just funny. Today she had on brown and white block print shorts with a brown t-shirt with dinosaurs. It looked like something a toddler would wear. It was really cute though. Can't lie. Her fashion sense is cute. Not something I would pick out, but I enjoy seeing the different personalities. I can't remember what color that was. I'm hoping it was this one. If not, I guess it'll be good. It'll be what it is. Be what it is. So, and now if you look at my closet, it's like all black. During COVID, I've been home 3 years. Anybody else? Yeah, Melissa, you never know what you're going to find at the store. That's true, and that's what I love about it. It's just fun and random. I love it. I love it. It's like in a previous life, I think I was an interior designer, so I see potential in everything. So sometimes it's scary. I come home with too much and redesign my downstairs all the time. Anyway, forget what I was saying. Let's see. Oh, I think I was talking about COVID and being home from the pandemic. Did anybody else work from home during that time? I worked a year home and got laid off by that company. Then the company I just resigned, I worked 2 years for them at home. And now my new company here in Jacksonville is, I go in 3 days a week. So I had to get rid of my whole clothing museum. Like nothing in my clothing museum fit. I had to get rid of all my clothes and go buy new clothes that fit because I've been sitting around at home gaining weight. So that is what that looks like if you exchange text or words or whatever. Here, you can journal in the boxes. So that is flipping that back and forth. So I had to throw away all my makeup, had to throw away or donate all my clothes to get ready to go back into the office. So I'm really interested to see if it's going to be a shock to my system, because I have literally been sitting in this room right here. My work desk is right here, and then this is my studio with my overhead equipment. But I have been sitting in this chair the last 3 years. So I hope I'll probably come home and take a nap, Melissa. I'll probably need a nap. I'll have adulted too hard. Come home and take a nap. Probably take a nap all week. I'm getting old. I'm gonna have to learn new things. Have to do some orientation. So it's a lot of fun. I'm excited. Are you talking about these, Melissa? These pads? These are the Catherine Puller minis. I own all the sets. I have some in the store, and in fact they're 20% off right now. I have this one and I think 2 other sets. The sets have been discontinued because now she's making minis for all the colors, so you can buy them standalone. If you just want one, you can buy it standalone. But I do have some of the sets still in stock. They were when she discontinued them, she had a huge rush on the store because so many people love the sets in the box that it comes in. So I do have like 2 or 3 left still in the store. And they are a premium dye ink. They are really pretty. They blend really well. They stick into cardstock really well. They dry really fast. They're super saturated. So I like them. So that's another way you can use that stencil and stamp. And then you can print words, or here's my sticker sheet. So you could also, so let's maybe play with this. So we can say, I am extraordinary. And then maybe I am, how about amazing? And then, oops, I don't have a 4th I am. So either I'm going to have to cut this one off. I think I am. I'm going to cut it off because I was already committed to say I am awesome. And I think those 3 would look good together. So yet another quick adjustment. I guess we could have done it the other way too. We could have said, I'm extraordinary, you are amazing, I am awesome, since the bubbles are going back and forth. So that's another way to use that. And then maybe we will outfit this one. How about you are lovely. And then I think I'll stamp the quotations, maybe in the blue. We shall see. All right, there we go. So got a couple more things to add to my stash for my foundation pages. Usually in the beginning of the month I do this. I'll sit and play with all these things and I know what I want to make. So I'll make a whole little stack. I'll give you a sneak peek. Let me give you a sneak peek of findings, and then we'll move on to the next project that I'm doing. So for example, this is everything I used for my findings kit. And this is the book for next month. And I put the book in the sneak peek so I'm not spoiling anything. So my cover is already out there. But I did a bunch of foundation pages. You see? So I get everything out and I stamp it all up. I make tags and I'll grab out the dies. I'm not done with these. I'm going to ink them up and stamp them just like you saw me do here with Girl Talk. So I usually do all that and then have this little bucket. And then I put my foundation pages together. And then day by day or weekend by weekend, I record and journal and do all that. So that's kind of how I work. So there's a sneak peek of what is coming in September. If you're interested, that kit is going to be, it is very, very pretty. I love the time between transitioning from summer to autumn-ish. In Florida, I mean, there's not like a big transition because September is still considered summer, you know, until the end of September. Most places, though, it's cooling off by that time. It's not cooling off here in Florida. When we were in Louisiana, sometimes it cooled off by mid to end September, but it's not very quick like the rest. But it doesn't matter. Usually by September, I have pumpkins out because I'm so sick of the summer. I put up all the seashells and all the summer things. Like, I'm sick of looking at summer because Florida's summer starts in like February and then spring break. Then you have all these people here and we're at the beach and it's just warm. And so I usually just get tired of summer. So September is a nice transition. And this kit is a beautiful transition. It's not quite deeply fall or autumn. It is called Findings, and it's about kind of finding the things in your life. And I've got some fun journal prompts and play on words, and you saw the front of my book had a key on it. Those were charms that I just dug around and found. A lot of the things that I use are kind of, it's almost like a junk drawer. It's like I took a junk drawer out and dumped it into a kitten collection and book. So there's a lot of fun things. The stamp is amazing. It's a journaling stamp. It is going to be a favorite, I think, because it has journal entry stamps and it's really neat. I think people are going to like it. So be on the lookout for that September kit. All right, so thought I would do some quick stamping on the free printable labels. I used the middle for here, and first I'm going to put the giant quotation mark on each one of them, and I want to do it in a kind of lighter color. This Tranquil color is light, and it is a, I think Cove Blue was the color I color matched to the Girl Talk kit. And Tranquil is the lighter of the Cove Blue. Usually there's 2 or 3 colors that are lighter and dark. So Tranquil is the lighter of that bluish color in the kit. All right, let me test this, see if it's going to be what I'm looking for. Yes, I think so. All right, so giant quotation marks, a lighter color. Just a quick, easy way to kind of layer, make it look a little bit more interesting than just a flat tag or flat label, flat stamp. Awesome. Thanks, Anna. Anna, I put your package in the mail. Because might as well tell you now. Forgot to email you yesterday. But your package is in the mail, and I sent you the Something Spooky October kit. I do owe you a stamp. You'll have to blame Mary. I was short a stamp, so I sent Mary's order to her so she would get the stamp. And your stamp will be in next week, and I'll mail it to you as soon as it gets here. But I did send you the findings and all the October fun things and some of the shop add-ons to play with. Anna does amazing work. Thank you so much, Anna, for being on the creative team. Anna also hosts a Journals for Life club, or Mary does, and then Anna is a guest teacher quite often using the kits, and she's on our creative team as well. So thank you so much, Anna. I appreciate you a whole lot. You are amazing. So I'm trying to figure out what else I can use that will fit on here. I think I'm going to say I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk. Isn't that the truth? Tell you what, I have made some interesting faces lately, and I just can't help my face. I'm an open book. It's really hard sometimes for me just to hide what I think. So I'm always getting in trouble for that. So I thought this stamp, I'm going to use it a lot. I'm not responsible for what my face does when you talk. Because if you say something stupid, my face is going to say something stupid back. Okay? Just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, perfect. And get my foam pad. I don't think these are in the Facebook Live. I'll add them in case you want a foam pad. They're not very expensive, and they do make a difference in your stamping. It gives a nice give. This is a hard surface, and this is too, so I know I have a little bit of give, but this foam platform just makes stamping easier. When you have the right tools, it just makes it easier. I like that. Look how nice. Okay. So, Anna says, eek! Yes. You know what? I think I'm going to have to stamp that in large letters in my book. I'm about to start playing with the Something Spooky kit. It is, if anybody wants the Something Spooky kit, I have all of it except for the stamps. I'm waiting on the last batch of stamps for the kit, and if you want to go and pre-order it, it is up for pre-order right now, and it'll start mailing next week. So go ahead and grab one. Everyone was thinking it. I just said it. That's very true. That's very true. Sometimes I am the only one bold enough to, you know, what was that story? The Emperor Has No Clothes? To ask the question. Like, thank you for your wonderful idea that you want to take the companies, you want to have the next company party and take a rocket ship to the moon and build a roller coaster there. That's amazing. Who's going to pay for that? What budget do we have? Oh, okay. Well, everybody was thinking it. I just said it. All right. I've had some very preposterous requests. I like thinking outside the box. I mean, I think that's a good thing. I think we should think outside the box. But Andrea's not really wanting to build a roller coaster to the moon without money. Thank you. All right, let's see. Last one, I think. And let's see. This is another one I kind of like. I was hoping for a battle of wits, but it appears you're unarmed. All right, so I think those are finished with those. And here's some other ones that I made. So you can see these. See how cute that quotation mark, that giant one in the back? This one's kind of off a little bit, but I don't know. It's like a nice little subtle thing. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. You can also do this directly on your pages if you want to. I tend to not because I'm a little messy. If you're less messy than me and you have a steady hand, go for it. Or sometimes I'll put them on like a white tag, you know, like these. Because if I mess up, I can throw it away and start over. I'm not mad that I did it that way in my book. All right, and that's what I was looking for. This one, and I'm not sure where I put the other ones. I don't see them. I put them somewhere. Oh well. I will take a photo and post them in the group, everything that we made today. And here are some of the other ones from the printable. And then here's some ones that I just, from the printable, that are just the digital stamps. And I think that's it. All right, so before I go, I wanted to show you one more thing for the Girl Talk book. If you're putting it together like I am, or if you're going to hit replay on this later, then you'll have it. So I have a few of these in the shop, these Art Options Rouge Essential File Set. I can't remember what they were an add-on for, which kit in the past, I forget. But I think I might have 5 left in there. So anyway, what I did with the other project and what I think I'm going to do with Girl Talk is okay, maybe I'll use this one as an example. So you can, I love these envelope pockets. I think they're amazing. Okay, look at that. So I am going to put some of these in my book. I'm not sure exactly which page yet. Let's see if I can find one for a demo. One, there's a red page, that one. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I just think that that would be cute. And what you can do is you can put your photos, do some tags or print out some 4x4 photos and stick them in the envelopes. Maybe do a little 4x4 mini album and put them in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll work on maybe a layout and I'll come back and I'll show you. So I'm going to put those 2 file folders there. And then I have this piece that I want to work in, this one. So what I do is I get a bone folder and I score it straight down the middle so it bends. I have it in another book. I'll have to show it. But anyway, when it bends, you can put, I have some tags that'll fit in either side. And you adhere it like this in your page. And remember, if you score it down the middle, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, and you can put the tall white tags that I have in shop there. So I'm going to use that in one of these pages, probably thinking this one. And I may put some washi underneath, or I might get another piece of paper to put over here. And then I think that I'm going to do that and have some little tuck spots in there. So this is really pretty. It coordinates with the kit. And these, what I did, I'll have to do another layout class. So I was just thinking about this morning. I cut them. So the book is 4 1/4, and I can't remember what these measure. I think these measure like 5 maybe. So anyway, I cut it, and then you see how you have a long tuck spot. You could put a tall tag in there. I have some taller tags in this. I have some 4x8 tall tags, and then that would fit there. The 4x8 is as big as this page, and so then I'm thinking about putting that 4x8 tag in there. So I'm going to do a class. I think I just talked myself into it, using these Rouge Art Option Essential file, and I'm going to work them into this Girl Talk kit. So stay tuned for that. That's probably going to be next Saturday, so I'll work out the class before then, and we'll come back and do that. I hope I gave you some fun ideas on using the stencil and the fun snarky Girl Talk 4x6. Remember, everything shown here is 20% off. If you happen to want something and you don't see it in there, let me know. I think I added everything. I need to add the foam pad. That was the only thing I don't think I added, but I'd be happy to add it if you spot it on my desk and it's not in there. I'll be happy to add it for 20% off, and that will be good up until Friday at midnight, and then the new Facebook Live group will go live on Saturday for 20% off. And I'll go ahead and put these in as well today. So if you want to come back next week and do that class with me, you'll have them already. All right, my friends, thank you for watching. Hit replay if you came in late to see the projects that we did. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.